off to the train station. We just got to our hotel in Florence, and holy cannolis, it is phenomenally gorgeous. I'm gonna show you now. Okay, you walk in, and this is it. I mean, are you kidding? We have a little welcome drink and fruit to put in it, and a desk, and this bed frame is beautiful. Hi.
Hello.
The closets, I love this. Little bar with pre-mixed cocktails, snacks, coffee bar, and a little bar down here with water, some juice, sodas. And the restroom. Okay, well, first of all, the restroom is the door is a little short for the both of us, especially for Darius, but not a problem. It's really cute. You go down these stairs, and it is beautiful. I can't get over it. I want these tiles in my house. Darius, take note. I'll show you the rest of the hotel as we go out for food, as long as there aren't other people in there. We're live. Woo! That was so much better than last time. Good job.
Hey, you're making it sound like I don't know how to do this. Last time it did it all just fine.
You did a really good job. It just kind of spilled out. Yeah. It's wonderful. Okay, so we went shopping within our first 3 hours here, and we went into a store that Darius thought was really cool, and we went in there for him. I want you to remember this, that we went in there for him. But the first thing that happened was I saw a couple jackets that I had been looking for that kind of fit that, and ended up walking away with one of them. This is it. I feel like such a cool girl, especially when I have my sunglasses on, have some little tennis shoes, and I think I'll be able to wear this in Phoenix too, like not during the summer, hot, but the rest of the year, yes, especially in the evenings. So very excited about that. Darius also got a jacket, which will probably have a little cameo here later. And he also got a belt. So far, 10 out of 10 stars. Love them. 10 out of 10 stars, 5 out of 5. You know what I mean? But first big souvenir purchase was a nice leather jacket, and I could not be more excited. Good morning. It is April 11th, it's Saturday, and we are still in Florence. I would say that our first day in Florence was the best first day that we've had on this entire trip. We got in on the train around like 1 or 2, probably closer to 2. And then we went to this sandwich shop called Pino's Sandwiches, and they were amazing. Holy cannoli, they were so good. Darius got a kind that had like a spicy salami on it, and mine had prosciutto. It was just a really great way to start our time there. I'm glad we didn't get lunch before we left Rome, and that we got it here in Florence, because it just like started out things really well. And then we went off shopping and ended up with those jackets that I told you guys about. Darius also got a belt, and we were not expecting to get leather goods. Well, I guess we were expecting to get a couple. We weren't expecting to buy jackets. However, this jacket has been on my list. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but a jacket like that, I thought it was going to be more suede, which is kind of like the one that Darius got, had been on my shopping list for quite some time now, maybe almost a year, and walked in, tried on this one, tried on a couple others, but none of them were like the first one that I tried on. And all these jackets are handmade. They can be custom made to fit you exactly, but we bought what they had there, and I'm really happy we did that. We both ended up wearing them out to dinner, and we did some more shopping, walking around. We walked to dinner. I had said that we should Uber, but I'm really glad that we walked, because we caught the sunset over the bridge, and it was gorgeous. So then we walked down to a bridge and missed an area that we then learned about when we were at dinner. We met these two sisters. One of them was studying abroad because her older sister studied abroad, and her older sister was there visiting her, and they were really sweet. And then there was another couple that was also right next to us, that they were on their honeymoon. And then on the other side of us, well, those 3 tables, myself, the sisters, and the other couple, myself, Darius too, we were all chatting. And then on the other side of us, there was another couple from England came and sat down. And when I got my meal brought to me, because it was a little later than it would have been because I had ordered the lamb, they didn't have it. And I ended up ordering some sort of beef with mashed potatoes. Delicious, by the way. All of our meals here in Florence have, all 2 of them that we've had. And we did have drinks and appetizers before we went out to dinner. Also delicious. But the gal from England asked me what I got to eat, and then she ended up getting the same thing, and they got a couple other items, but one of them was also one of the first courses that we got. We've learned here that you get your appetizer, your first course, which is usually pasta, and then your second course, which is usually like a protein or a meat, and then your dessert. But we really hit it off with this other couple, and we're just chatting, and it's so cool to like hear about other people's countries. And we ended up exchanging Instagrams, and I'm very excited because I hope that we become real friends. But we ended up hugging when we left. It was a really lovely experience, and this whole time Darius has been like, we need to go make friends, which I'm usually the person that goes to make friends, but Darius has been chatting people up, and it's been really neat to see him do that. So first day in Florence, which was actually a half day, has been our best first day. Just reiterating that. We're gonna go see the statue of David today. And I believe we have dinner reservations tonight, but other than that, it's just kind of a choose your own adventure, and we're gonna go do some more shopping because I think this is where we're gonna get all of our souvenirs and just see what we can see. There's apparently a bridge that has a bunch of jewelry shops, so we're gonna take a look, see there, and I will keep you updated as much as I can. Sometimes it's hard to film, but sometimes it's easy and it's really fun to get to show you what we're actually looking at. And I think I'm gonna be doing a lot of voiceovers, like layering this little yap session over onto the videos that I'm taking there. I'm also hoping to find a bag. I'm not really a purse person, but I am becoming one, but nothing crazy. Just like a nice leather bag is what I like, or vegan leather. Any hoozles. I will see you while we're out and about. Bye. Breakfast is in the cutest little atrium. It's so pretty. Looks
my
good.
hair.
We are headed back from dinner, and tonight we sat next to a lovely couple from Sweden, and that was really wonderful. I just really enjoy getting to talk to new people and meeting them, and that's been a really fun part of this whole trip. But we're gonna go back and relax, and it's actually a little early compared to normal because recently we've been going, like I said, to bed at like 12:30. Dinner tonight was at 6:30 instead of like 8 or 9, which is a big improvement because what time is it now?
9:30.
It's 9:30 and we're heading back. Okay, toodaloo.
Next to Grevin Chianti. Have you heard about the village? 1285. The last circle or wall, this one, was started to be built in 1285. But guys, while we're riding towards our first destination, would you like me to engage you into an historical description of the evolution of Florence and all the things? Yes? Positive? Because I'm gonna go through 3,000 years of history, guys. Well, if I'm talking too much, you say, David, please shut up. I won't take it personal, okay? Alright, guys. Now, then of course, keep an eye here to the left-hand side, my friends, because at the end of this alley, to the left-hand side, there is the beautiful main gate of access to the medieval town of Florence, which is Porta Romana, the Roman gate. And you're gonna spot that clearly in a second after the traffic light. And Irene, she's so nice that she's gonna go around the roundabout here so you can spot the beautiful Porta Romana, here we go, belonging to the early 1300s, which is the main access to the medieval town of Florence. Just for you to have an idea, my friends, under this arch passed emperors, popes, people like in history. Rome started as a kingdom, 7 kings of Rome. Who was the first king of Rome, my friends? You want to give it a go? No?
Caesar?
No?
Once.
A couple of, there were 2. This is the Chianti Classico area, and this area was officialized and preserved by the Medici family in 1716. By the way, the Medici family stayed in charge for 300 years. 1447, 1737. Oh.
We are on our Chianti wine tour. We went to our first stop and I totally forgot to film on our walk to the bus and on the bus and whatnot, but we have stopped in this square in a little town in Tuscany, and it is the most beautiful place. I wish we could just, well, we're gonna try actually to order a lot of things from here. We just don't have space for it in our suitcases. But we've been taking note, asking them if they ship. A lot of them have said yes, which is fantastic. And it's been really neat. And I think it's gonna keep being that way. Our whole group on the bus is really fun. And all of them are from the US, but different parts spread out all around. And our, what do you call it? Our guide is also so much fun, and I'm excited to see how the rest of it goes. I'm going to try my best to film things, but as you know, I forget sometimes, and that's okay. All right, toodles. made it to our third and final destination, and it is, sorry, I got distracted by a lizard or something. There's a historic home here, or villa, that is regulated by the government so that they keep it pristine, original furniture, so on and so forth, but it is absolutely gorgeous. There's a full garden, citrus. I don't know if you can see here, there's terracotta tiles that are actually from a village just over yonder that has been making it for decades, maybe even centuries. I'm just taking it all in. Like, look at this bust. Absolutely gorgeous. Good morning. It is Monday, April, what is it? 13th? Monday, April 13th. And we are on our way to go get an affogato because I've never had one. Darius hasn't either. And the place we were gonna go is closed on Mondays, which makes sense, and we just didn't look at that. So we're going to a different place. Hopefully they're actually open. They say that they are. And I don't think I gave a little recap of last night or yesterday in general after the wine tour, but it was so much fun. I'm not sure what I was expecting from it, but it was way more fun than I was expecting it to be, just because there was a family that was there, so they were a group of 5, and then there were 3 gals that were here for one of their 30th birthday parties. And the whole group was just really fun. One of them and I exchanged numbers and Instagrams so that we could stay in contact. And everybody took group pictures together and we airdropped them. And so much, the vineyards here are beautiful, and we learned so much about how the Chianti region has subcategories inside of it, like the Chianti Classico. Sorry, it was kind of loud. And so on and so forth. I can't get into all of the details right now, but it's really cool to learn. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm excited for this affogato. It's our last day here in Florence before we head to Bologna, and it's tough to film here with all of the motorbikes and what are they called? Mopeds that go by, especially because it's so echoey on the streets here. So I'll show you how the travel day goes. Probably be in the Bologna video. I'm not sure if Bologna is going to be by itself since it's so short or not, but I'll see you in Bologna. So we aren't getting an affogato, even though they're clearly open. And online it says they opened 45 minutes ago, but there was a chair with boxes in the walkway, and like we looked at them and they looked at us.
They decided
And that
not
was
to
it.
say anything.
But we also didn't say anything.
No.
Which I do think maybe we should have, because we should have just said good morning. But I didn't, they were in the middle of a conversation and I didn't want to interrupt them. So I think we're gonna try to get one in Bologna or in Venice. Fingers crossed we can find one.